Sharp Game here, coming at you with another video from ChooseYourRelationships.com off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And I got another email. It's kind of long too, I must say. But the thing that impressed me about this guy is he read my book 21 times. That's 21 times. And that's impressive, man. And you know, he's doing the damn thing. He's doing his thing at the job. Women are starting to give him looks. You know, they look at him differently. They give him comments. He's starting to make more money. So he, based on what he said in my book and the videos and everything that he consumed, pretty much changed his life. And these are the type of emails that I like getting. And this is why I keep continuing to do what I do, because I know I'm making a difference with some people out here. So let's get to it. He said, you do indeed know your stuff. I've been short of time to be able to provide updates, so I've got a lot to tell. I'll try not to drag on for too long. However, let me tell you a story of a boy who found the inner man. He said, now I do like to normally embellish my stories for entertainment purposes, but not this time. The facts are clear and the truth tells all. So to begin, I have now read and listened to your book 21 times, like I said earlier. And he goes on to say, though I have lost count, but he said he's going to continue to read it. That's good, because, you know, repetition is the mother of skill. The more you consume something, it becomes a part of you. It becomes like second nature. So a lot of stuff that I talk about in my books, I mean, being that he's read the book 21 times and he said he's going to continue to read it, it's the techniques and the ideas, it's going to be second nature to him. It's going to become like a lifestyle. So I always say, every time you start a new habit, of course it's going to be tough in the beginning. But I also believe the reason why most people quit doing what they're doing in the beginning, especially if it comes to working out or if it's something that's outside of their normal everyday routine, the reason why most people quit, because they got to go outside of doing what they usually do. They got to go. How many times you going to go to the gym before you quit? How many times you're going to go do yoga before you quit? You know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, it has to be within your normal daily routine. So for example, instead of working out at the gym, work out at home. Or work out in your environment. Whether you got a local gym on the property where you live at, or work out at home, or if you got to get in your car and physically drive and go somewhere else to work out, you're probably going to quit. That's just most people. So he says, it's like reading your book every time I watch one and seeing everything you say in them, and it's a real eye-opener. I no longer feel the need for a cigarette or a stiff drink at night. Well, that's good. Alcohol doesn't really do shit. It just gets you out of your mind. And, you know, you can say and do almost anything and you don't feel anything. You don't feel shame. So he goes on to say that life seems to be enough of a high at the moment. I've spent some time and thought trying to figure out the source of my previous behavior, and I now get it, and it throws back to a very loving but extremely overprotective mother who was doing her very best. However, in doing so, embedded in me some undesirable behavior. Well, here's the deal. When it comes to our parents, they did the best they could. They did the best they could based on the situation and the environment they was in. And a lot of times our parents can sometimes damage us or do a disservice to us without even being aware of it sometimes, because they're only doing what's best for us to the best of their knowledge. You know what I mean? So, if you don't like something about how you were raised, it's your responsibility to take the torch and move forward. You don't have to throw your parents under the bus or bash them or talk shit about them. They just did the best they could, at the time, based on the environment, the circumstances, and everything. And everything that they learned, you have to understand, everything that your parents learned, it was passed down to them, And it's not necessarily in your best interest to take in everything and to keep doing everything that was passed down to them. I always say, question everything. Question why do you do some of the things you do, and why do you believe some of the things that you believe? Question everything. He goes on to say, I guess you could say that was my normality that I took to my relationships. Now the shift is beyond words, my friend, and I can't believe the difference you have made to how I am right now. And of course, the learning curve just keeps going. No doubt. I attended a function recently at which my ex-wife was also invited along with her new squeeze. I bet you that was interesting, He goes on to say, I could feel her watching my every move as I went about my business, and look on her face every time I caught a glimpse was priceless. Yeah, a lot of times, once you stop caring what other people think, once you focus on building yourself, you're gonna give off a different vibe, a different aura. And being that it's your ex, she probably haven't seen you in a long time. And a lot of times, a lot of women, when y'all split up and go y'all separate ways, a lot of women kind of want to keep tabs on you, on the guy, just to see what the guy is doing, and because a lot of women have this thing where it's like, once they leave you, they think you just supposed to fall down and be all miserable and shit. So whenever they see you, whenever they found that you upgrade yourself, they're trying to figure out what's going on. How this change or upgrade come about. So a lot of times that's what that's about. And he said, I think perhaps her boyfriend was a bit upset at it all as he left early, but it provided a great opportunity to talk to her and let her know that there was no anger, and that I was happy for her, that she had found someone that she could be truly happy with. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. Wish her well. Hope everything work out with the guy that she's with. And, just keep her moving. That's it, Now, the guy that she was with, which was her boyfriend, he probably got upset and left because he didn't like the fact that she was eyeing you. And he's insecure. So, just wish her well. Wishing her well. Hope everything work out for her. You did the right thing. I always say, don't get into their drama. Let them get into your drama. That's my philosophy on that. Another of the things that you have taught me well and can tell you now, the tension between us completely melted away at that very moment. But wait, there's more. My ex-girlfriend was a separate mutual function, and I caught her almost unable to remove her gaze from me throughout the night as I interacted with my friends in a large crowd. So much so, in fact, that she positioned herself at the highest point of structure so she could watch me move around. Yeah, she was stalking you. She wanted to. She probably had all kind of ideas and thoughts in her mind. She probably wanted to get back with you, even if it was for just one night. She was probably giving you that look. I call it that look of lust. And most guys that have a lot of experience with women, and even women know what I'm talking about. Women give you that look that she want a piece of you. I call it the look of lust. So he goes on to say, I was so strikingly obvious that I couldn't wipe the smirk from my face. Well, it wasn't long before I got the... What the hell? I don't know what the hell he's saying right there. But he was basically talking about the look. He says, how things can change. You might be interested to know that now somehow I have the office girls at work wrapped around my little finger, even our toughest and most grumpy accounts manager. Well, yeah, at the office, you have to understand that the office is most men and women's playground. You know, because a lot of people go to work with an iron fist, you know, but they only do that towards women, for example, only do that towards certain guys. If you're a masculine guy or alpha guy, then they're not gonna engage or approach you like that. And the other groups of women are probably gonna look up to you, or probably want to date you, or probably want to get a piece of you. And, you know, so that's pretty common, you know, because a lot of these women, when they at work with the iron fist, when they go home, they're not acting like that, you know. So that's, or it could be the opposite too. There's a lot of women at home, they got the iron fist. But when they go to work, they're like a little kitten. So it's either or. But if you're a masculine guy, I mean, a woman that has the iron fist is gonna have to take a different route. She's gonna have to take on a different persona. She's gonna have to submit. You know what I mean? So that's how it is. So it's almost criminal. They'll do anything for me, and when I enter the room, well, they'll just look at me kind of like they're waiting for me to speak. Exactly. You know, if you're a masculine guy, they have to submit. They're not gonna talk to you like they would talk to a beta guy. You know, it is what it is. So you got some groupies at the office. You got some girls that probably, hey, maybe they want to get down and dirty after work. Hey, you never know. But ultimately, that's up to you. And he goes on to say, I always get a laugh out of them now, with not a word of a lie, and I'm not even trying with them, as they are all married or with partners. Maybe that's the secret. Try less. Exactly. Less is more. And a lot of these women are married. Most of these women that work in the office are married. And a lot of them are bored at home. Their marriage is dead as a doorknob. And in most cases, their husbands or boyfriends, whichever they have, they don't really have a lot of desire for them at home. So a lot of these women are craving for attention, any kind of attention, anywhere else or elsewhere at this point. So if you're the type of guy that's a mover and a shaker that got his shit together, you will get a lot of attention from a lot of these women. A lot of these women are bored and lonely. So less is more. But you're just being a man. You're just being yourself. So he says, I don't know how or why, but it's just crazy. And I'd be untruthful if I was to say I wasn't enjoying it just a little bit. Yeah, enjoy yourself, you know. But wait, that's not all. The ladies Well, what a problem you have created for me. I get texts in the middle of the night and constant texting during the day. It's tough. I mean, I'm supposed to be working or sleeping, but apparently the ladies don't mind waiting. Well, hey, that comes with the territory sometimes. In fact, like you say, making them wait just a bit worse. Exactly. And he said, it's like some kind of magic wand. And this part you may not believe, but I tell you it's true as sure as the sky is blue. Just last night at ungodly o'clock, I received a text from a guy I work with who was out for the night that went something like this. Yo, I'm talking to this chick who's hot for you. Her name is Jessica and her number is, can you believe that? Yeah, I can believe that shit. This is America. Anything is possible in America. But socially speaking, if you're moving a shaker and if you're out here in these streets doing your thing, I'm not surprised. You shouldn't be surprised. If you're being yourself and if you're a confident guy, you shouldn't be surprised if a girl is interested in you or attracted to you. So I'm not surprised when it comes to that. I somehow have recruited scouts that do my work while I'm sleeping. So my problem, well, I'm not finding it hard to let them down softly. I don't have time or even a desire to see them all, and I have strong moral values. It's a problem I never expected to have and am totally unprepared for. It's not a problem. It's like, you're not obligated to talk to and see every woman that you come about to see or hear about through your friends or anything like that. Just talk to the ones, you have a chance to talk to, and the others, don't worry about it, really. You can't have them all. You can't talk to everybody either, so hey, just keep it moving. Just have a good time. He said, perhaps, maybe, if not done already, you could do a video in the future on how to say no in a way that the woman feels valued. Tell you the truth, I don't really think that's doing a video on how to say no to a woman. It's not necessary, really, because you're only one person. You can only talk to so many females in a certain amount of time. Yeah, and plus you got work and you got things that you do in life, and so yeah, it's not necessary. Just just try to filter out the women based on the qualities that you like, and just talk to those women and try to get to know them as quick as possible and have a good time. And if those women happen not to be the ones that you want to spend a lot of time with, that's cool. Because it's going to be based on the quality and your standards. So, hey, if they don't fit within your quality of life, your standards, that's cool. Just keep it moving. That's it. He says, the things you teach really should be used with caution such that we don't leave a trail of broken hearts. No, I'm not trying to, I gotta broke no hearts, man. You gotta be responsible, You don't have to be a, asshole or nothing like that or whatever. But you got choices. Like I said, spend time with the women that you are interested in based on the qualities and the standard of life that you have. And so there's no unicorns out here. There's nobody perfect, but might be somebody perfect for you, but there's no perfect person in the world. But so he says, so who have ever thought? A big turnaround indeed. I still have a lot to learn, but I feel great. I've made a small donation. It's not much, but it's about as much as I can give for now. Thanks again. Thanks for your donation. And because, this is why I do what I do with these videos on YouTube, because, I like these types of emails that people telling me that they're making it made a difference in their lives. It changed them in some type of way, But in reality, all I did with this guy is just made him aware of he had all the answers inside. That's all I did, really, because he was already great, even if he wasn't aware of it. That's it. So if you like what you heard, check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Subscribe to my channel. Share this message with everybody that you know that might have a sense of value or might like it. And if you got questions, I got answers. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.